Yes, but it's okay. Marla, look at me. I'm really okay. Trust me. Everything's gonna be fine. You met me at a very strange time in my life.
With your feet on the air and your head on the ground. Try this trick and spin it. Yeah. You have a collapse, but there's nothing in it, and you'll ask yourself.
Now don't you think when they're both standing there holding hands, the buildings are crashing down, the pixies come in, they should both take out their 200 watt box mods and just start vaping. I don't know, I think I should have directed this movie. So I'm super excited about this episode, and not because it's my second one, but because it just so happens that this E-Juice, the South African E-Juice that I'm talking about tonight, is in partnership with one of the biggest DIY bloggers, YouTubers, and podcast phenomenons happening in the States right now. So I started DIYing about 3 months ago, which means I started making my own E-Juice. And I did it because guys like Paulie, the Mikes, and a few other guys are making this amazing tasting E-Juice out of just a couple of ingredients. And they were able to get people off of cigarettes. And that's what fascinated me so much about this. So it's raining. And you're probably asking, but Mike, why does that affect you? Well, because we're in a garage. And the rain is now falling onto the tin roof. That's the sound that you're hearing right now. Moving forward. So I started doing some research on DIY. And I got pointed in the direction of the site called DIYorDIE Vaping. Now the brainchild and founder of this site is a guy called Wayne Walker. Now I urge you to all go, stop what you're doing, stop watching this, and go Google that site right now. It'll change your life completely. Because you think that E-Juice is just, you know, you have to go buy E-Juice for 300 bucks. Bullshit. Guess what? You can actually start making your own E-Juice. And it costs a fraction. Anyway, that's besides the point. It'll help you understand how much time and experience goes into making your own E-Juice and quality E-Juice. Now Wayne does a bunch of podcasts per week, and he gets a whole bunch of different guys that are in the vaping scene right now, and they talk about what's happening with vaping, where they think vaping's going in terms of regulations. These guys are seasoned mixologists, and they've all got their YouTube channels. You have to just go look at this site. So the other day on the way to work, I'm driving, listening to one of the DIYorDIE podcasts, and Wayne's giving a talk on something, and then suddenly he stops and he's like, oh, shit, I don't know if I should mention this right now, but I've got a huge surprise, and maybe it needs to wait until the next episode. So anyway, he carries on and he says, the newest member to be a part of DIYorDIE is this guy from South Africa called Joel. And he has a juice line called Mr. Hardwicks. Now that caught my fucking attention. I almost rammed into the car in front of me because I was like getting my phone out and I was like fucking trying to message Joel and say, fuck yeah, dude. So we got talking, myself and Joel, and he said he saw the first video and he really liked it. He said he'd play the music that my band makes on his show on DIY, and I was like, fuck, this is so cool. And then we got talking and I said to him, so I haven't tasted your juice yet. Why don't I get some, put it on the channel and we can go through it. And then he said something pretty interesting. He said, I don't really get juice reviews. And I said, wow, what the fuck? And he said, well, because it's all very subjective. And then I thought about it and I was like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a bunch of people reviewing juice that might not necessarily know what goes into it. So without further ado, Joel, here's your juice review. No, I'm just joking. So here's an interesting fact. Wayne from DIY actually helped make this juice. And Joel and him started talking and they thought, why don't we bring a shit hot E-Juice to South Africa? And I'm so fucking glad they did, because tasting this, especially from a DIY background, just makes me smile. And if you haven't had a chance to get some Mr. Hardwicks, I would urge you to go get some immediately, because this is some quality and it really speaks for itself. This is not an advert. I just really like the juice. Guys, thanks so much. As always, I'll put all the topics we spoke about tonight right down below. Please remember to subscribe, and until next time, bye for now.